guys, Creekshoe here, and today I have the Stribog SP9A3 9mm PDW PCC, and we're just going to be going over the pros and cons of me running it for about 4 months with about 800 rounds through it of 9mm. It's not that much, it's not brass tacks or Grantham round counts, it's just the average dude round count for somebody who shoots a lot, you know, more than the average civilian does. So we'll just get into it. I'm going to start off by telling you guys the full original build that I got this configured in. It came with this Crimson Trace Radmax pistol, red dot, essentially an upscaled RMR that is like half the cost, or a little bit, like probably a quarter of the cost of a RMR. So you're not paying the $400, $500. This is like a $120 optic, I think. But it came with it on a low pro mount, so didn't really have any problems there. It's held 0 over the 800 rounds, so I'm going to keep it on there until I find something better to switch it to. Preferably a Vortex red dot or a Sig Sauer red dot or something like that. As far as looks, the Stribogs are insanely good looking, like really cool. It's not quite an MP5, it's like a BNT. It is roller delayed. This is the roller delayed version. This is not the direct blowback version, so again, a little bit more pricey. It originally came from a left-handed configuration, so the charging handle was on the right side. I'm not left-handed, or dominant, so I immediately switched it over to a right-hand shooter. Put it on the left side. Charging handle is incredibly strong. You know, it's not flimsy. It doesn't break off like the Jackal does. It's more of a SCAR type charging handle. So the charging handle doesn't reciprocate, so it's a non-reciprocating charging handle, which is really nice because the majority of the time, instead of putting your hand at the mag well, you're putting your hand up above here and getting on the gun and gripping it. So nice to not know that your thumb is going to be broken by the recoil of the system or jammed up your gun. It's got a Streamlight TOR1 HLX weapon light on there. Still a little, nice weapon light. It's not cheap. It's not O-light cheap. It's not, clone cheap. This is about as low as I go for a pistol light. That being said, the next video is a Battle of the Budget Lights review. So by that time this video is released, it should be out within the next couple days of this video's releasing. So if you don't mind, just go over there and give me a like and a subscribe or whatever. Just tune in for a little bit, because I'm going to have a Streamlight, probably a Surefire, and then a O-light tested against each other. I'm currently doing it right now. This light itself has been on a Walther Q5 match for over 4,000 rounds now of pretty strenuous testing. It's taking a little bit of time off to get on the Stribog for this little review. So the original intro that we were filming for the Stribog, I had a Surefire M600 on an M-Lock Picatinny mount. Did not keep it on there. The Surefire was getting so much powder burn on the side of it, it was like eroding the paint, which I don't care about, like that can happen. The only problem was it was in front of the muzzle, and all the extra powder was getting on the lens, and literally after 2 mags of use, you would have to wipe the limbs off because you could not see through the, you wouldn't be able to shine the flashlight. So keep that in mind when you're using these PCCs with a short barrel. All the extra powder does get on your lenses of your lights. So just remember to clean those, to be able to actually see and throw some light at something at night. That's just the only drawback with that, basically. As far as, accessories and stuff, I don't really run anything on it. I mean, I haven't used it. I've been too busy using like 4 or 5 different other builds that I'm working on for videos, so I haven't really paid that much attention to this thing, which this is basically a, bought it, shot it, everything else I'm giving you guys my normal civilian type of average guy review for what I think you guys will put it through. I know there's some serious guys on my channel that would probably put like 5,000 to 10,000 rounds on this thing in like a year, which I think it could take it. The magazines won't be able to take it. I can see these things wearing out in like 2,000 or 3,000 rounds each. They're just very flimsy, but they are good for right now, so that's great. As far as aesthetics and usability for ambidextrous shooters, or just left-handed or straight up right-handed shooters, most of you guys are probably right-handed, I assume, hopefully, If not, you're kind of weird. But it's fully ambidextrous. Everything from the magazine release, the safeties, the charging handle, the bolt release, everything is ambidextrous. The only thing that isn't ambidextrous is the stock release button. So you gotta actually, it's on the left side. So you just push it. And it's an SP tactical, so it doesn't have a retentioning lock. You know, it won't stay like that. It just flaps. So keep that in mind. And they do sell this for the actual version, so this does come with the pistol. So just, if you don't like it, boo-hoo. Just buy like the extra $100 one that actually retains its latch right here. Which this one might have, but whenever I got it, it was still like that. So it's whatever. I don't really mind it. Shoot it folded if I take it out of a bag and shoot it. You just grip it with your fingers up here. Just shoot it like that. Bring it out. And if you want to actuate your light, just do that. But as for that, the pros and cons of all that, pretty cool. That was the pros of it. The cons, like I said, the magazines, not that good for long-term use. There's one of them in the batch. I have, I think, 5 magazines for this. One of them will prematurely hold the bolt open when it gets on the lower round count through the magazine. Not sure why that is, but you just have to hold the bolt release right here down a little bit with your thumb when you're shooting, and it won't do it. But it's only one mag so far, so it might just be a lemon, you know. Might have just got a bad mag, but if you're paying that much for the gun, I would assume the mags have to be pretty good as well. So that is a con. The other con is, basically, it's a great gun. It's just like the barrel and the rail space is non-existent. Like I said, mounting solutions. I'm a type of guy that likes to run like a 1 o'clock, a 3 o'clock, or a 2 o'clock, and then a like 6 o'clock position on my rifles as far as lights, grips, iron sights, or sights. This one only has one in-lock section on each side, so you're basically limited to one Picatinny section of, you know, adaptable in-lock section pattern thingies, whatever they're called, which literally gives you room for a small light, a pistol light, and then on the bottom, if you want to put a vertical grip, I'm not saying, you know, don't take that as legal advice, but if it is an SBR vertical grip, you can put it on here. You have enough room for a mag pull angled grip, but it will rub into the back of this when you mount it, and it just creates a bunch of, you know, cosmetic limbs on your gun. So if you're a guy like that that really cares about what happens to his guns, stay away from that and just get an angled grip or a vertical grip. It's SBR, you know, or you could just go the ungoverned route and just run it with a vertical grip. Anyways, that was not legal advice. Don't do that. You did not hear that from me. 1/2 by 28 thread, so standard AR-15 thread. Do not throw a 5.56 muzzle device on here. Throw a 9mm 1/2 by 28 threaded muzzle device on here. You will blow your threads off, you know, because 9mm and 5.56 are vastly two different diameters. But threadable, suppressed, you know, everything else. Takedown is essentially like an AR-15. You have 2 to 10 pins that you take down and slide everything out, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, this will all be at the end of the video, the takedown, everything else, the close-ups, you'll see it. As far as my review of it, it's an awesome little PCC. I would 100% use this for nighttime use, taking, you know, critters out, a good backpack gun. Literally conceal this easier than you can some pistols. So that's pretty cool. Like, you can literally just pop it down to this size. That'll fit in a small bag, okay? Like a fanny pack bag, all right? Just whip it out, shoot a couple, and then extend your stock, and then you're able to go even further with more, you know, I guess, accuracy. But it is pretty cool. I forgot to mention the fold-up sights in the front and back. Stribog just, I guess, throws this on there. They are pretty cool, but they are very flimsy, I feel. And if they really did take a heavy beating, they would break off. So just stick to no irons. It's a PCC. If you have a good optic on there, even if you don't have an optic, it's a point-and-shoot scenario with a PCC. I don't see you taking this out to 100+ yards. This is more like a 50 and in type of gun. So it literally has a pistol-sized barrel. So think about that before you think about taking it into a long-range scenario. But yeah, pretty cool gun. If you guys have the money for it, I would drop a couple Benjamins and get this thing. It's not sponsored review, it's just my thoughts on it. This is basically as close as you can get to a MP5 or some other roller to weight systems without paying the $2,000 to $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 price tag. So yeah, I wouldn't get the American-made PDWs like the AR PCs. If you build them and you're actually good at building them, go ahead. I would just stay away from PSAs like whatever it is, the Jackal 9mm. Just stay away with that one and just stay away from it and just go with the Stribog or higher. Just thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. It'll help me a bunch. I'm trying to get up there. I'm trying to get more guns to review for you guys, get some more niche guns. So yeah, I guess the next video you see will be a budget pistol light review. So thanks for watching, guys.
Like,
all right,
hey, I have
3,
this in my car.
2.
You know, if they do ask.